So now job at hand for Adil Amin and Iftikhar should be to look to play whatever amount of overs they can, at least till the 35 over mark, to get the stability back and to get the foundation they require to build a higher total.
Three wickets so far, Salman, where the started brilliantly. The wicket of Mohammad Salman, what a catch by Azam.
Straight catch, but talking about Fakhar Zaman, there were no feet, nothing close to the ball. Playing away from the ball, playing a drive, an aimless kind of a shot, and there is no batting technique is involved when he goes for shots like that, and that is the reason of his demise. And lately, his recovery of form has been delayed. This is the reason. If you look at the guys who are batting now, he scored 100 in the previous game. Adil Amin, these guys look technically compact. They wait for the ball and they play the ball closer to their body, under their eyes. Whereas Fakhar Zaman, as a new ball batsman, you have to allow the ball come to you. He has been forcing the issue lately too much. As a result, he's been getting out on low scores. Yeah. If your senior batsman keeps on repeating the same mistakes, I'm afraid that it's not a good sign for the team.
We talk about the skills and the technique, but the basics have to remain the same. Iftihar is also one of the kind of batsmen who likes to go hard against the bowling, especially towards the onside. But as far as his technique is concerned, really rates Iftihar, especially with the
Iftihar is technically far more equipped and better than what we have seen from Fakhar Zaman and over the years. Fakhar is somebody who likes to plunge in the ball, hit the ball hard, whereas Iftihar is also a good timer of the ball. There you see, blocking the ball, bat along with his bat looks compact. You can't see the stumps. That is what you should be as a top order batsman. But when we see Fakhar Zaman, if we can have the replay, where every time he plays a shot, a couple of his stumps are exposed.
top over by Bareli, 1 run and a wicket of Mohammad Zaman, 74 for 3.
There it is. If you see Fakhar Zaman,
Brilliant catch by Azam Khan.
His feet are nowhere close to the ball and he's trying to play a shot with what purchase? There is already a cover fieldsman standing over there. So I don't know what he's aiming for. When his team, they require him to be there for the maximum quota of overs as the senior player, as the opener, as somebody who could score 100. You need to realize your importance and your role in the team. And if you consistently fail to do so, I'm afraid then you're not making any progress.
Yeah, Shahnawaz Ali Dahani going to continue from the Abdul Sattar end. He has tried and tested to quite a few bounces, but that might not be very successful against the batsman like Iftikhar, is coming for the back of very strong century over here. It's been a revelation so far, especially in this season. Shahnawaz Ali Dahani started to come into the act in the previous first-class season, but this has been very successful on him, showing total commitment to the game, hitting the deck hard. He's not afraid of bowling the bouncers, but also like to bring the ball back into the right-handed batsman. So, batsman like that, like to switch the ball towards the onside, will need to be cautious of the ball coming into his
We've seen some good stuff from Dhoni lately. in the games that he has played so far. He's been quick. He's bowled his heart out. He's bowled the short stuff, mixed it up well. He's a very talented young boy who has a very bright future ahead of him. It's a very nice run up, very good build up to the crease, and then he gathers himself, and the release is very good. He has all the attributes of a good fast bowler, and as long as he can stay fit, keep himself fit, bowl the longer spells, definitely is somebody who can be very useful for Pakistan in future.
Also, some top use of the crease as well, which we have seen in the first class season. Sharp bouncer by Shanawaz Ali Dahani. Good wicket person.
That's another good attribute of his credentials that he has. Every time, every now and then, he just keep on checking the batsman with a short one. There you see, nice approach to the crease, head still, good run up, and there is this gather position, gathers himself, has a look at the batsman, and see this good short ball. Now, this is where the experience comes in the experience part. That as he plays along, he will get experience. He will not repeat the same ball as many times. Talking about Fakhar Zaman, when your technique is like him, the road to recovery becomes very long. In the last 28 innings that he has played in List A cricket, he averages below 28, and before that he averages above 40. So when you're out of form and you do not follow the basics properly, it's hard to get back in form. And this is something for the youngsters to learn why basics are so important. 78 for 3, 14 overs bowled.
It's time for drinks break in SBB Sports Complex. Your Khyber Pakhtunkhwa 78 for 3.
भाई लाइक कर दो यार
SKP Sports Complex. A couple of wickets to Anbanali. And watch out effort there in the circle. Good dive, and he has saved a certain boundary over there.
Yes, Hassan Khan has been the live wire since morning. He's stopped a couple of certain boundaries. Another one over here. That's a brilliant stop, and also to his weaker side, which is his right side. He's left arm naturally, but to his weaker side, he's stopped a brilliant boundary, certain boundaries. Whereas if Nahar Ahmed is looking good, he needs to bat out the maximum overs that he can, and they need to build up a partnership. They need a bigger total. Remember, the bowling attack is not very experienced. Two bowlers just made their debut in the previous game we played over here, and Arshad Iqbal is back today playing for Irfanullah Shah, who has a niggle in his heel.
Salman, we talk a lot about data and science, and you've been playing this domestic cricket until the last year. You see that kind of coaching where you need a lot of data, especially in the other countries coming into the act in our system, where the players are told about their weaknesses and the strengths and the weaknesses of the opposition.
He's been around since long time. This is not something new. Since Bob Woolmer's time, this data thing. In fact, at that time, it was more. It was made use of more by him than any other person that I've known or played with. And he used to have all the information of the opposition bowling as an opening batsman. I used to get a paper where I was told what kind of swing, natural swing, the tendencies, stronger areas, the angles that are used by the particular bowlers. And those were the information that were given to us by the late coach. And that is what made him so special. Good teacher is a good communicator. He simplifies the subject on his students. And he was certainly somebody who did that to perfection.
So when you're on your feet and inside the ground and pretty much on your own, these things continue to be there at the back of your mind, or you just go with emotion.
Obviously, the information helps you plan your knock. Then you take into account the conditions that are available, what is happening on that particular day, and then you have those conditions in your mind. You have the present condition in your mind, the demand of the team, the situations, because always the situation and the conditions they dictate what is going to be the outcome of the day. So you have to take into account everything, and then your decisions follow, which have to be according to all that you have, all that you have in your brain. Then you have to take good decisions, what to do, when to do, who to take your chances of the games, who to avoid, and it all depends on your team formation as well. Your roles, you should know your roles, what you are there for. It's not about catching the eye; it's about doing the job.
Yes, another single to Anwarali, but good going for the captain so far. 4 runs on the over, 92 for 3. And the been under lit during the last 5 overs, only 20 runs, with obviously run rate of only 4 runs in an over, but more importantly, they've lost their 2 action men, one in the form of Bahar Zaman, so need to must need start from the scratch.
It's the reason for them getting only 20. They've lost 2 wickets, and that off to their senior batsman. They expected to get higher scores. Fortunately, they both back. It's good that they have a slip in now and they're looking to take wickets, and that is a very good approach by the fielding captain Anwar, because as long as you keep on taking wickets, you will restrict sides on this good batting pitch. Doing the right thing, doing the positive thing, tackling.
coming right from the top of the umpire's arm, and the bouncer being offered to Iftihar, and a brilliant shot.
Iftihar makes it look easy, and this back foot stroke play comes so naturally to him. He's so comfortable bowling the ball, and he controls it really well. His arm extension is perfect, rolls his wrist over the ball and controls a perfect pull shot placed between the fielders for 4 runs. Bowler needs to understand that he is good on the short ball.
भाई लाइक कर दो यार,
Once again, a short ball, but this time straight to the fielder.
सब्सक्राइब भी कर दो.
He has not lived up to the expectation or up to the material he is made of in the international arena. But as far as domestic cricket or the listing game is concerned, he has been an outright success since he started his career within the country.
Another short ball, another wide, and he needs to learn over here. He needs a person talking to him, maybe the captain, maybe a senior bowler. Ask him to bowl the hard lengths, the right areas, put some variation into his spell. At the moment, we are seeing consistently short balls being offered to the batsman. That makes the job of a batsman very easy when the bowler gets so predictable. So he really has to learn quickly.
Hitting far too much outside the off stump. Just wait for a strategy for Cyber Buffalo. So you've seen the projected scores. That should be somewhere in the back of their mind that they need to score at least more than 300, somewhere around 320, even more than 350 has been chased down on this ground. But well, you lost your top men. You need to get back to the drawing board and once again just start to plan.
The moment, their aim should be to get to 35 overs without losing any more wickets. And hopefully, when they are there, they'll be like nearly to 200 runs. And then you have the next 15 overs from where you can launch with your two batsmen settled, your powerhouse, and your captain to follow. Because they do not have many batsmen left, they've already lost three, and they just cannot afford to lose any more wickets with a lot of overs to go. So the priority is, or has to be, to remain there for the next 20 overs.
Another sharp one, but once again committing to the line of outside the leg stump. A little error in the line and another wide. Tough over for Shanawaz with the honey. So perhaps you might see Hassan Khan coming in from this end, which happens to be the Abdul Sattar at the end. He started well, but perhaps tried too much of the short pitch deliveries or the bouncers against these kind of batsmen. Two wides already in this over. Long one for Shanawaz. The ball ended the total. It was on the top of the stumps, and are they going
I
upstairs?
think
Yes.
he's going to be out. I think there was no reason to run that second run. It was risky run.
Out, I
Always.
think out.
I don't know what the hurry is about. The decision has been referred to the third umpire, and he's just in. It's very lucky that he is just in.
Yes, you need to keep the bat grounded. I think this is what is going to be checked by the Jalavian umpire. The throw was almost accurate on the top of the stumps. Azam Khan did the rest as well. But this might tell you a better and more magnified picture. It was first, I think, grounded and then it remained hung in the air. It was grounded first, then it should be okay. But it was not grounded, then it is going to be a problem. Yeah. So that is the moment when it looks like that he has crossed the line and also grounded the bat. It almost clearly looked like that it has gone past the batting crease. And then in the second moment, it is definitely hung in the air. But if it is grounded in the first instance, then it should not be a problem. So not very obvious decision for the umpire, touch and go kind of thing. But as they famously say, that the benefit usually goes to the batsman. This time, it is even more than that. Once again, getting back to the previous angle. So now what's your call?
Easy. All is simple. Very visible. It's bad. Once it hit the ground, then it lifted up.
So they are still going with the
If there is
method of
any
safety
doubt,
first.
if there is any doubt in the third umpire's mind, it has to go to the batting side. And we are still waiting for the decision to be made. And, maybe he's looking for another angle. Maybe there is the other angle. And unless the bails come out, it's just cannot be given out. And what the replay shows us, when the bails come off, his bat was inside the crease.
There's still the question if it was grounded in the first instance or not. And this is, they are checking from at least three angles. Here it is going to come. Not out is the confirmation given by the umpire. Adil Amin is surviving for another day. End of the over, 94 for 3, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Salman, we talked about that cricket is in full blossom here in the city of lights. Is this your longest stretch in Karachi, covering this Pakistan Cup in the previous season?
Previously, I was playing here, and every season we have the last part of it here in Karachi because of the weather in the northern region and in Punjab areas. You have this fog and cold, and you come to Karachi and play your final round, Super 8 over here every year. Also, the list A games are played over here. So it's not the longest. We've been here for 2.5 months every year. But yes, for the teams playing this season, this has been the longest stay because of the pandemic. They haven't had this luxury of playing home and away, and it's been really tough on the players. And this is something they need to be appreciated for. And also the match officials, all of them are following the biosecure bubble to avoid any exposure to this COVID-19. I think they have been brilliant. All the boys need to be appreciated for that, all the match officials and also the Pakistan Cricket Board. Remember, we are the only country who's had the full season in this pandemic. So all the praise to the Pakistan Cricket Board, to the players that are playing this season and the officials. There's the replay. Yep. This is the fast bowler stuff. Knowing that batsman is inside the crease, he still had a go at times. Fast bowlers do sometimes, which are hard to explain.
Use of feet, and there she goes. What a response by Iftihar. Down the track and up and over. The first six for Iftihar. 100 up for Khyber Pakhtunkhwa.
In his zone, and he isn't afraid to go over the top. Beautiful straight hit for big six. And he isn't going to allow bowler to intimidate him, go back to him, and that's what you get in return. Top form at the bar is in.
क्या बचिया है तो मैंने पूछा था आपने कहा नहीं आया अब आया है क्या
Why this time from Anwar Ali, 101. They just need to keep cutting, carry on this partnership. That would be in the best of the team.
वो मारा देखो
There we see.
ना अच्छे बेटे मेरा लैपटॉप है ताकि का मेरा लैपटॉप घुमा लेगा
Karachi यार
But in the process, losing 3 wickets.
Is played in the air. Has it got enough legs to clear the boundary? Yes. Back-to-back sixes for Iftihar. Second six of the
ताकि
over.
चलो खोलो मैं बताऊं
Counter attack from Iftihar over here. Another beautiful straight hit for another 6. This time forcing the issue. and letting the bowler know who's the boss. The problem that has been around over here with the sides batting first is that they have been all been getting runs, but in the process they've been losing wickets regularly, and that is something these sides need to avoid. And well, it's such a thing that when you hit a ball and it goes for a boundary, it's well done. When you get out, why did you need to do that? So as a batsman, you need to find the balance. You need to be more consistent with what you are trying to do. You should be able to achieve it more often what you're trying to do. Here, if the car needs to play a longer innings, he cannot risk himself too much. So let's see how he goes, the way he goes about things, because he is the most experienced batsman in their team.
Right, and it's also interesting to see if Hassan Khan is coming into ball for the next over. Good to see some good batting by these two. This one is down the leg side and another boundary for Iftihar. Third boundary of the over, 18 runs of the 17th over. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa are back in this game. 1 1 2 for 3 at the end of 17 overs. So this was the most expensive over of the innings. 18 runs coming off. And what a top response by Iftihar. And once the ball was played towards him, he was thrown by Anwar Ali. Since then, it has been one-way traffic by Iftihar. So good to see that he's continuing his rich vein of form. Salman Samir coming in from the other grounds at NPP Sports Complex. Balochistan are 71 for 5. They have just lost their 5th wicket at the stroke of breaks break, where they are batting first. And at the UPL Sports Complex, Central Punjab are 94 for 9. So they are doing pretty well at the end of 17 overs. The Tahir, who has been among the top run getters, is once again among runs, 32 for him. It is 158 bottom.
Goal, that's a much better line length. And Iftihar giving the due respect to the ball over there. And yes, the interesting thing at NBP Sports Complex is that Umar Khan has taken 4 for 19. That means it's spinning over there. So early spin means that it will offer spin again in the next inning. So let's see how this match goes. Balochistan haven't been in the best of form. Their batsmen have been struggling in the previous couple of games. At the UPL complex, Central Punjab are 94 for no loss, an ideal start. Both the openers doing well over there.
Hassan Khan once again warming up over there. Another good piece of fielding. Perhaps it was not a boundary and he missed it, but still, he is like a ball in that region. Good to see not allowing any option for the batsman to score on that region. So they need to be cautious of the ball is played towards him.